Welcome to Geek Fandom Media. I'm your host, Chris, and boy, do we have some interesting, fun topics to jump into in today's video. I cannot wait. I just want to give some time to thank all of my subscribers. Honestly, this channel has been fun. It's fairly new. All the subscribers who've hopped over from SeaWorld Productions to join the Geek Fandom Media family, I am extremely grateful. It's going to take some time to build this channel up. Right now, I am not monetized on this channel because I don't have the 1,000 subscriber rate and the watch time hours to get any kind of monetization on the channel. So it's a growing process, and I'm really hoping to really grow this channel past and definitely exceed my expectations of where I would love to see this channel grow. So all the new subscribers who found Geek Fandom Media, thank you guys for joining the show. It means the world to me. Now, let's talk about some of these topics. We're going to be talking Kevin Fiege, Marvel Studios, Kathleen Kennedy, and Clayface. Now, you guys, Jeff Snyder, a reliable inside scooper, has come out and said that a particular name is in talks or in discussions for the role of Basil Carlo for the Clayface film. Now, I am so ecstatic about this Clayface movie. The fact that we are finally getting Clayface done live action is so exciting. I feel like we're so repetitive with Batman and Batman villains. It's been the same thing over and over and over again. That's why I love and I appreciate Batman Forever so much and Batman and Robin so much, because they took some big ass bold swings introducing, Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, and Bane. Those films will forever mean so much to me, and those are the movies I grew up with. They're not the greatest movies. I do think Batman Forever is definitely underrated. But Batman and Robin is a guilty pleasure of mine. But I appreciate everything they were trying to do at the time and take the big, bold swings to introduce these characters on the big screen for the first time. So introducing Clayface, you guys, that's something, us Batman fans have always wanted for quite some time. I guess, they were struggling with the idea of how they were going to do it. They couldn't do it in, the Christopher Nolan universe, because that's more of a grounded, realistic approach. Or even the Robert Pattinson's Batman, it kind of still feels really grounded and realistic, like a Christopher Nolan film and his whole trilogy. So the fact that James Gunn is really doing the supernatural elements and the fantastical elements in his universe for his Batman is definitely exciting. But Jeff Snyder is reporting, you guys, that Daniel Radcliffe apparently is in talks to star as Basil Carlo, aka Clayface, in this Clayface movie. I am so excited to hear that. I think Daniel Radcliffe is a wonderful actor. Fantastic. Do I think he can pull off this role? Absolutely. Especially if they're talking about how this is going to be in the vein of, like a Fly, a Jeff Goldblum's Fly. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Jeff Goldblum's Fly. It is absolutely disgusting, terrifying, and also entertaining at once. I'm telling you, if you guys haven't seen it and you're looking for a good time, watch Jeff Goldblum's The Fly. It's a remake. I've never seen the original film, but the one with Jeff Goldblum, you guys, it will not disappoint you. There's this one scene, I'm spoiling it, where he's slowly transforming into this fly, right? And he vomits on this dude's hand. Oh, it was the disgustingest thing I've ever seen in a movie. I'm telling you guys, you won't be disappointed if you watch The Fly. And it has me that much more excited because this is a smaller budget film for Clayface. And James Gunn is greenlighting a Clayface movie before a Batman movie, before a Wonder Woman movie. That must mean the script that Mike Flanagan wrote is truly astonishing, and James Gunn believes that vision. Now, I'm not saying that Batman probably won't appear in this Clayface film, because I do think that he could appear in this Clayface movie, especially if Batman Brave and the Bold isn't even ready yet. James Gunn, I don't even think they casted anybody yet for Batman in the DCU. So it's a process really building up this Batman, and there's no rush. We still have Matt Reeves' universe. The Batman Part 2 is not releasing until October, I believe, 2nd, 2027. So there's still some time. It's just they have to really schedule things so it's not counterintuitive to having two Batmans at the same time in 1 year. That would be a little bit too much, honestly, from my perspective. But I'm excited. I love me some Daniel Radcliffe, and if they're really going to go full swinging and do this just like the comic books. If you guys haven't read, One Bad Day, Clayface, it is so good. I mean, just look at the back. How does this not remind you of The Substance? It is absolutely phenomenal. It's a small issue run. Apparently, a bunch of Batman villains have a small issue run of One Bad Day. It is so phenomenal. And it kind of takes, because they were stating that this Clayface film is going to, be following a smaller C-list actor or whatever, of how he's trying to make it in Hollywood. Kind of like the same thing in this book. So I feel like they're kind of going to base this book off, they're going to base the movie off this book, which is absolutely okay with me. Clayface takes many shapes and forms because he's never satisfied. He always wants more. And in this story, he wants more. He wants to be the biggest actor. He wants all the auditions. He wants the name, the praise, the money, all of it. And they can do it, man. If they do something like this in the vein of like The Fly, in the vein of The Substance, boy, do we have something absolutely golden for Clayface. Can't wait, you guys. I am excited. Hopefully we get, an official casting announcement. This is just a rumor that Jeff Snyder is, he put out last night. But moving on to the final topics, you guys. This one's interesting. There's this rumor of Kevin Feige possibly leaving and going over to Lucasfilms because Kathleen Kennedy is apparently going to be done with Lucasfilms by the end of the year. Now, we can all agree, the Star Wars franchise hasn't been the greatest. It just hasn't. I think I've watched the first season of The Mandalorian. I watched Boba Fett. I tried to watch the second season of The Mandalorian, but when what's her name? When Jack Black showed up and, oh my God, that one singer, I forgot her name. Gosh, I lost all interest because it became a gag reel to me. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, it's just, I no interest whatsoever for The Mandalorian anymore. And I was so in love. No, I think it was season 3 for The Mandalorian. I watched season 1, season 2, season 3, I fell off. And everything after that, all the Star Wars shows like Ahsoka and things like that, or even the movies that they did do, Rise of the Skywalker, Rogue One, they did, what's that trilogy? Oh my God. Why am I drawing a blank on the entire new trilogy of Star Wars with Rey? They did, what was it? Oh my, I can't even think right now. I can't think of the trilogy. The Last Jedi was the second one. Rise of the Skywalker. What was the first one? See, that's how you know I'm not even the biggest Star Wars fan at all. But a lot of Star Wars fans, they seem displeased. So if Kathleen Kennedy's leaving her position at Lucasfilms, a lot of people are thinking that Kevin Feige might leave Marvel Studios for Lucasfilms for Star Wars, which it could seem like a possibility. Because after Secret Wars, I honestly think Kevin Feige might just leave Marvel Studios. He's been there since day one, you guys. And the way Marvel's kind of going right now, I wouldn't put it past Kevin Feige if he truly did leave, honestly. But in a way, it's like, why would he leave? He just got all the other toys in the sandbox, like the X-Men, the Fantastic Four. Those are characters he's always wanted to handle in the MCU. So why would he now just leave after Secret Wars? It doesn't make sense. But that's the speculated rumor right now. Kevin Feige could leave. But who would replace Kevin Feige at Marvel Studios? A lot of people are thinking, what's his name? Brad Winderbaum, the guy who oversees Marvel animation. Well, it's a possibility. I like what they did with, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. X-Men 97 was great. The What If series has been, But I don't know, man. It's going to be sad to see if Kevin Feige does leave. Because like I said, he's been there since day one. And they've struggled post-Endgame. This multiverse saga has been a struggle. Yeah, they've had some wonderful, big, massive hits like Loki Season 1, Loki Season 2. WandaVision was a smash hit. Everybody loved Spider-Man No Way Home, Deadpool and Wolverine. But they've also had some big misses like The Marvels, Thor Love and Thunder, Secret Invasion. It was just miss after miss after miss. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Captain America Brave New World is struggling at the box office. So it's clear as day we are in a new age for Marvel Studios. It's so different. And I blame streaming services for the struggle for some of these movies. The fact that, streaming services are so now easy, accessible, and they're everybody's go-to. Oh, I'll just wait till it's on Disney Plus. It's going to be on there after its 35-day mark at the theaters. I'll wait. That's an issue. In the Infinity Saga, we didn't have that shit. Marvel movies were in theaters for like damn near 3 months. So it had the grace period to make all of its money. Nowadays, it's like, oh, we're going to dump it on streaming. We're going to dump it on streaming. We're going to dump it on streaming. Streaming services have hurt movie theaters and movie studios. Whether they like to believe it or not, that's the truth. That's the dead ass honest truth. It's hurting movie theaters. Yes, it's hurting movie theaters. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. If Kathleen Kennedy does end up leaving, a lot of people want Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, and what they're kind of doing over there for the for the Star Wars Disney stuff. We have the Grogu and Mandalorian film coming out, I believe, next year. I don't know if anybody's really overly excited about that. When it was announced, I don't believe it generated that much buzz of excitement, but who knows what's happening? Could Kevin Feige leave? It's a possibility. Who would you guys want instead of Kevin Feige if Kevin Feige decides to leave Marvel Studios after this multiverse saga is done? Post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought about today's topics. Brief, small, nothing overly big today, but I honestly want to know you guys' thoughts and opinions. And of course, thank you guys for taking time out of your day for watching Geek Fandom Media. Peace.